ELI5 when you deposited money into your bank account before computers. How? Where did they record the transaction? And how did they keep current account balances for their customers? Things were written down in accounting books called ledgers. It was much slower, and much harder to check for errors than it is now. They had pens and paper. Banks were more localized than they are now. National or regional banks used services such as the telegraph to relay information between bank branches. In the early 80s I was in the Navy, so stationed in a different state. I had to open a local account to do banking, and it was hard even to find one that would accept my out-of-state driver's LIC. In southern CA, there was a bank called First Interstate whose claim to fame was they could manage accounts from several states. If I remember right, it was a big deal involving a special waiver from the feds and a computer system that could handle it. Some of us are old enough to remember. You had a paper account card. You took it to the bank. They pulled out your account records. You made the transaction and it was recorded in your records and the teller's ledger. You got a receipt. Transaction slips were mandatory. I had a passbook, but only for my savings account. Used checkbook register for all checking transactions. You could write a check to cash to withdraw money from checking. A main difference was that your account was actually in a fixed branch. You didn't have the possibility of going to another branch and just take money from your account. You would have to transfer it first. Once you restrict to a single branch, it is just about careful accounting the old-fashioned way. When I was a kid, banks had rows of desks on one side with dozens of women taking each check, debiting it on one ledger, CR. I might have been guilty of low-level check kiting. https en.wikipedia.org/wiki/check_kiting. To make my way through the early years. Banks used to have many employees. The money was kept in a vault. Accounts and contracts were managed on paper. As an aside, it's not a shock that we think we are superior to ourselves of the past. We do not understand how any of this works, but we claim intelligence. We can't see the forest for the trees. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.